and welcome to We Are Cats in Camo, here today with the Ruger LC9S, because it's short.
This is a carry gun. This is designed specifically for the carry conceal market. You can buy a couple aftermarket magazines that are longer to extend the grip and increase round capacity, but as is, this single stack 9mm holds 7 rounds in a magazine and weighs in at an entire 17.2 ounces.
The barrel length of this gun is 3.12 inches, bringing the total length of the gun to a nice even 6 inches. The width of the gun is 0.9 inches.
It
really,
is
guys?
Less than an inch.
One more, you couldn't have just, what? Oh.
Well, that's the whole point, is it's less than an inch. It's a selling point for a little carry gun.
Okay, touche.
No, it's not French. Ruger's an American company. America. Sorry.
The height of the gun then comes in at 4.5 inches. There. Well, now that we've gotten the basic specs out of the way, let's look at a little bit more interesting aspects of this gun. Guys, it's my first look at the Ruger LC9. It's a tiny little gun. It's kind of cute, actually. I'm not sure if I like the grips on it just yet, but we're going to check after we check clear. Oh, that's a heavy pull. Okay, it's good. It's clear. Tiny little gun. Wow, that's narrow. But not necessarily a bad thing, just, you know, first glance at it. What does this button do? Oh, it's got a laser on it. Dude, guys, check this out. Can you see this? Can I like, point it on the wall, maybe? I don't know if you can see that, maybe a little bit. That's kind of cool. There's a little button right here. So you just, as soon as you put it in a grip, it points. Wow, I'm pointing. You guys can't see it, but I'm pointing it on the wall behind me. And it's really easy. You don't have to push really hard for that to activate, which is really nice. Let me see. Ruger. Let's see. What do we know about the Ruger? Oh, the buttons. We gotta look at the buttons. Let's see. It is not ambidextrous. It's just over here, the button, magazine release. That pops clean, which is, oh, and it goes in really clean too. That's nice. Let's see, safety button. It's just going to be right up here at the top. Okay, that's a little difficult to push, but not too difficult. I guess if you just get used to it. Slide release button's here. And that's, it feels a little sticky, but maybe that's just because the slide's not back. But I can reach it at least. So it's, I mean, it's an easy, all three of them can be reached pretty easily. They're all right in the same area, which is nice. It actually, you know, it's fairly light. I almost feel like I'm holding a can of soup. You know, like one of those to-go Campbell's chicken noodle soups. I don't know, it kind of feels like one of those, like when you have one of those for lunch. You know, just I'm holding a can of soup right here. Please don't take that the wrong way, guys. But yeah, okay, it's a nice polymer frame too. I don't know why. I like it when a company puts a little logo on the grip. I don't know, it just adds something to the gun that I like, and I think it's kind of cool. But, okay, if we're gripping it, and we're trying to put it on point. Ooh, I like that laser. That laser, oh, I can follow that laser so easily. That's really nice. So I wonder if that's going to actually help out on the range. We're going to find out, but first we're going to let Dan take this apart and put it back together.
So, before we get into this, empty. We're going to drop the magazine. So, magazine release button is standard. Just push it. Magazine pops clear. Very nice. But, to take this apart, see there's a rounded slot cut in the top of the slide. And just under that, there's a little lever here. Normally that sits up like this. Pushed up because it protects something underneath it. So, in the event that it's up, and take the magazine out after you make sure your weapon is unloaded, you're going to find that little lever and you're going to push it down. Hopefully you heard that click. It's a very positive click, so you can tell when it's moved. But underneath, and again, not sure if the camera's picking that up, there is a little circle. There is a pin running through the length of this gun that holds the slide in place. You have to push back on the frame, so that the cut lines up with the slide. And in your Ruger box, when you buy the gun, you'll find a tool. And since this is not my firearm, it's a loaner, and someone loaned me the gun to use for the video, I didn't have the box with the tool, so I'm using a different tool that still fits. But on the back side, you're going to find a small hole. The Ruger tool goes in, and then you push the slide out. And it's difficult, and it's a pain. And you're going to make it about partway through before it sticks and the slide won't move. And that lets you know you're on the right track. But what you have is a round pin. Don't lose that. Now your slide will come off when the trigger is not engaged. So we're going to show clear again, just because it's better to look twice than not at all. But slide comes forwards and off. The magazine out now. There's your frame, complete with Crimson Trace laser. Does have a double capture spring on the guide rods, so not going to lose that at least. Barrel comes out. There's your frame. Okay. Once you get used to this, I understand it's not a bad or overly awkward system, but since this is a loaner, I know how to take the gun apart, but I'm not what you would consider proficient at it. I'm assuming with time I'd get better at it. That may or may not be true. When you go to put this back in, you have to line the frame up again. Da-da-da. And actually strike that with something. The last time I did this, I used a magazine from a gun. We're going to do that again. To line it up and then when you put it in, make sure all the way in. So push that so it seats correctly. You'll know it's seated correctly when you can move the slide again. See how it's still a little bit open? What that means is that this is not all the way seated. And as soon as the slide drops home, now you have your firearm put back together. Magazine. So when you get this tool in the box with your LC9, don't lose it.
Alright everyone, we are out on the range today with our Ruger LC9.
So she's going to do 5 on the shorter head, do a magazine change, and then she's going to shoot 5 on the 12-yard metal torso. The LC9, it's loaded but not chambered. There you go. Good shot. Not bad after the first round. Magazine change. Think left. There you go. You're looking at it funny. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Or what?
I want to go home.
You didn't like it?
I felt like this thing was going to hit me in the face every single time I fired it. That's how bad the recoil was for me.
I have 2 5-round magazines. What we're going to do first is we're going to address the taller alien. Headshots, we'll do 3 in the upper one, and then we'll do a double tap low, attempt a double tap low with this, and then I'll do a magazine change. We'll do a split double tap low high, and then 3 rounds on the 12-yard target, the Ruger LC9S. Let's try the laser. Do I see it? I do. Way off on the double tap.
Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and if you enjoyed this video, point those crosshairs at the like button down below, and make sure to stay tuned for part 2, coming later this week. See ya then.